Welcome once again on a casted live match. This time a 2v2 all-round. Where I sniped this time Marv and Ipcasiano against Splendidis and Ziran. Ziran being a very strong Maltese main player, who is also streaming, I believe. Yeah, for sure he's streaming a lot. And let's wait for the pause to be over. Alright, the pause is over. Now we can continue casting. I gotta end it out later on YouTube. On my program, it's fine. Okay, so let's begin again. Alright, so I talk about F-Zero being a very strong Maltese main. Let's talk about the opponent team. Let's talk about Marv and Icapasio, which have actually pretty synergizing civilization picks. I do like it a lot, because Brits do have strong musketeers and very strong cavalry. Strong units in general, but they do need a lot of Huns. What Russia can do, though, which makes me wonder if Russia is gonna pick it, the deck. I mean, he's gonna pick a deck for sure, but if he's gonna have Team Furia, which increases the food gather rate by a bit, but also the yield, most importantly. As both nations are very food heavy, which can synergize really well. Okay, shipment available. Let me have a glimpse if they gonna pick for it. And another really big thing in teams is treasuring, even more so than in 1v1s, because there is sometimes very big treasures that you cannot take alone, but your mate sometimes can help out. But I can't find an example quite yet. As Brigadiers can take alone. Sadly, there's not a very good example here. For example, this one, the 4 pirates. You could get a really early settler if you crackshot 2, and then the other 2 you can pretty much take on yourself. Like an early villager at this point is like 10% of your economy. And we do see Team Furia, which can be really nice. 10% in animals and 8% yield. Which also synergizes really well with Spice Trade. If you have a look at the decks of each player, Russia very much seems to be infantry focused, does have combat. He is missing Boyars, it's very infantry heavy because he is drilling school plus fencing school for like pretty much insta train time. Also the infantry siege damage, interesting. Also the Zovnia plus Team Kamchatka expedition, which makes the British cavalry even deadlier. Let's have a look at the Dutch stack. Nothing fancy as well, pretty standard. Might see some mercenary gameplay though, because this card usually is only played when you are dedicated towards mercenaries. Because it does give you Highlanders and Royal Horsemen, but it makes pretty much every single unit 10% more expensive. Plus your mercenaries get a little faster, research gets a little faster research, and mercenaries get trained a bit faster. Which actually synergizes really well with cavalry combat too. Like if you go for horsemen, this may be a very good option. So have a look at Brit's deck. Does also have Spice Trade, 3 worlds, no GMT, and no Virginia Company, which makes the houses cheaper. 761 wood does go for musketeers actually. Does seem very musketeer heavy. Does have the option to go longbows. It's actually skipping out of advanced arsenal. That's very interesting. So instead of advanced arsenal, he has fencing skill. And the church card. That's very interesting. Okay, let's have a look at Ziran. T-Games Arcaccio. Not sure what it means. But one thing I do see is a greedy German tongue. Because it does very look like bow pike deck. And look at that. The aggression is indeed in for Russia. Blockhouse is already up. 5 Cossack on the way. 10 Strelets on the way as well. He went for 14 age up. 40 village up. Where on 2v2 and 3v3s you sometimes do see 70 village up because it makes the macro much smoother. Oh god. Okay, the villagers get to safety. Does he have a commandery somewhere else? He does not have a commandery somewhere else, because if you have a commandery somewhere else, you can eject the villagers, like for example on the end of the map. If they would have had more than one commandery. Okay. Icapasio goes for Strelets. He goes indeed for cavalry. 700 food shipment coming in from Dutch here. So what Dutch's opponent with one bank and one bank with a pretty safe build order to fight against Russia's. Ooh, he's gonna lose a few vills though. That hurts. A very interesting choice of 700 food as pretty much the second card. Makes you wonder what he's gonna do with it. Forces coming in from Dutch here, from Marv. Huh.
Hello?
Is he gonna try to go for like a 2-bank fast fortress or something like that? Pikes coming out from the run. Let's have a look what the run is up to. Marv getting steel traps. It's on 110 houses already. While putting on the aggression, this base pretty much goes down. Makes you wonder if they might be went too greedy. Because he has now 3 settler wagons. He's out of hunts pretty much in the base. Dutch still has a hunt in the back. But Ziron is pretty much starved from food. Because on this map you don't get berries. These are just fake berries. These are just bushes. So yeah. This next one is like way over there. Can be quite dangerous. Oh, but a nice calf flank from Dutch here. Manages to clean up most of the hussars. Pikes coming in as well to supplement them. And that does sort of look like he wants to age behind it. Yeah, very strong calf mass from Dutch. And managed to defend the hold. 8 pikes getting driven to home city. Which essentially cleans up this entire mass here. Damn. Maybe the issue that Brits may have been a little too greedy, because he has 150 housing, so that means he has 14 houses built already. But they don't have quite the siege to break the blockhouse, I think. Getting some recruits out for some anti-cav. More cav coming in from Dutch as well. And this is looking very dangerous for Russia and Brits over here. Has another shipment available, gonna send 6 musketeers.
Ready?
Yeah, both coming in as well from the run. 8 getting ship as well, getting Loft Bloom, very greedy. Passiano trying to make some more Strelets. Is out of unit shipments already. But the Hussar mass is dwindling. So look at Dutch, he is indeed messing more cavalry. Is still on 2 banks though. So still nothing over greedy. Which makes me wonder how many settler ranks the run has. The run has 4 now. Has a lot of food. Yeah, and Hussars are still on Carter because remember, he does not have any cards in H2 for cavalry. Brits that is. Because Brits decide to have musketeer cards. Why going for cavalry? That's a questionable choice for me in terms of decks. Yeah, Mars is coming out. Because if Brits would have had the 2 Hussar cards in H2, these Hussars would have been able to trade more or less always effectively against the Dutch Hussars. Because Dutch has no cards for cavalry in H2 at all, while Brits have them. Alright, so Cassiano does send 700 coin. Which makes me wonder if he's either trying to age or if he's using them for some more ruskets, aka recruits, kind of the cavalry. Second blockhouse is on the building. Slowly but surely, 35 seconds. It's very, still very tight battle. This score is very much so tight. I love it. Rush. That's what we've got Dutch is up to. Dutch is still only on 2 banks. Brits trying to raid a bit. Force a little bit of idle time. Force a reaction. Yeah. Also get some more colony info. Oh, never mind. He has 3 banks actually. Okay, good to know. So his boom is getting going slowly but surely. Marv is on 46 villagers. Ziron is on 36 villagers. Russia's on 29. Dutch is on 23 plus 12. So 35. So very much tight eco across the board. And it's always gonna have the eco advantage early on. However, Russia has really scary scaling. Oh, look at that. Ziron is actually aging with the adventurer. He's setting the fast age up card, which makes upgrading his bows and pikes very much cheaper. Look at that. From 200 food, 200 wood, 200 coin to 50 wood and 50 coin across the board, which is a huge saving for an H2 card. There it is, the H2 with adventurer, which gives him 8 crossbows. With multi-specific bonus, they do get 2% HP on all their units, which each card you have sent so far. Getting the veteran status. Russia is sending Spice Trade, so his eco is going to be very strong now with Spice Trade. 32 builds. Ooh, look at that. We do see Irish Brigadiers from Dutch here. Dutch getting his 4th bang up now. So his eco is very strong right now. Marv is sending 700 coin, which would assume he will try to age up with. Okay, nice treasure too for 90 wood. Nice. Oh, they're trying to make the siege here. There's a lot of hussars from Marv still around there. Oh, these are veteran pikes. Multi-veteran pikes. They're a little tank here. And they also get more range with each upgrade they get. So they have 2 range. Interesting enough. So they're always gonna get the first hit off against the cavalry. Now there's a veteran crossbowman fighting against H2 recruits, which is not gonna go well at all. Hussars trying to find their way around. Brits is stacking a lot of resources, and the score's starting to get in favor for Team Red here, for Team Ziron. Siege is on. Agoras Dutch is edging as well. Has an achievement available. I think he could age if he wants to. They have the tempo lead now, because those Irish brigades do work. Okay, they got cleaned up now, but there's still very much still crossbows. Ooh, good connection on the calf here, but there's enough pikemen around to not make the overcommit here. And yeah, team effort hit points coming in from Dutch. Brits managed to spend his rest on the H-up, the bishop that is, which is gonna give him a TC wagon. Ziron is shipping a fixed gun wagon. Let's have a look where it comes down. Oh, very aggressive. It also gets built pretty much immediately. So this one's like a immobile falconet / mortar. You cannot control which building is attacking, if I recall correctly, because it's attacking like whatever's in range. Does have actually a bad siege. Look how much damage it does. 300 damage. It's not bad at all. And you can always refund it for the full resource cost. It's gonna get lower and lower the more you repair it. But it was... So look how close Brits is to aging. Still a bit away. And they're gonna lose the entire map. A few raids happening from Celendis. Getting a few raids here and there. Brits, oh god. Mar was very exposed. Did they see that? They do know that Brits is here. So, if I would be them, I would push to the right side where the entire Brit eco is. While Zeronis' score is very much so exploding. On 1800 points now. 1900. Going with the infinite ball pie composition with Martis. Aren't carded yet. But with this amount of units, I would love to send Archaic Soldier Combat next. So 50% stats across the board. Russia's aging as well, with the Exiled Prince getting amalgamation. Triple badge of Strelitz. And the Hun situation actually looking pretty dire. Because all the Huns are pretty much in mid-mat now. This Hun is still sort of safe under the blockhouse. But there's no Huns at all in the back map. Like the next Huns are like on the east and the middle. Where the army of the opponent would have been. Everyone managed to go to the third age. Score gap isn't too wide. It's round about 10% at the moment. Considering Russia underscores always a bit. Because pretty much all that stuff is cheaper. Makes them steal everyone's game. I love the balls in the run. Man, like he's walling in pretty much the mine here. The mines are not really an issue in this game at the moment. More hussars and musketeers coming from Brits. Pure straddled mass from Russia.
Hello, Claire.
And yeah, riders coming in from Dutch. Dutch is a 3, their golden sweet spot. Kev coming from Brits. Oh, and those riders might find themselves a juicy meal from the high ground. Look at that view. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of builds down, at least 3. Plus a lot of idle time. Yeah, so they're sending Cuff coming as well. Militiaman getting cold. So look on the left side of the map, where the fight is happening, the main fight. Yeah, still everyone's game. Brits switching to Dragoons. Zimmerman is going H4 with a Papal Guard, which makes the guard upgrades very much cheaper. The pikeman upgrade is gonna be completely free, and the arbalest upgrade is gonna be reduced by 400 wood and coin, if I can recall correctly. However, Brits and Russia can abuse it, because this is 4,000 resources which are not spent on units, which is a really vulnerable position to be in, because they do have the Siege of Falconets. They do have a few musketeers in from Russia as well. With just enough goons to deal with any cav threat that could arrive. Yeah, these will go down eventually. And Russia's on 50 villagers, by the way, look at that. The scaling is insane. He's just on 1 TC still. And he's so slowly amassing everyone. Bullets. 90 plus 1 HP. That's funny. What's for the team? Where did you get the 1 HP from? What? Well, from Brits card. No, where did they got the 1 HP from? Ah, from the veteran status. This got plus 1 HP, that's funny. Yeah, but they are still hurting pretty well against anything they're fighting against. There's like the strength of the Strelid. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's gonna just cost 200 wood and 200 coin to up them to Arbalistas, which gonna give them 1 more range and 5 additional 45% essentially damage and hit points. Plus a fancy look. So they will outrange them even like heavier. 9 range crossbows, which are very darn close on being skirmishers, especially with the crossbow steel bolts. There they are. Arbalistas, 19 range, 24 attack, 187 hit points. Not carded yet, so it can be very tanky. Just decide to send the factory first. They do replenish the push. Russia is making quadruple patches of units. Recruits, that is. Very interesting choice. Dutch being very annoying with his very mobile composition. Constantly raiding, abusing his mobility advantage where he can essentially force a fight wherever he wants. Uh-oh, and retreating wherever he wants. And this is gonna be very, very dangerous. Oh, I actually didn't saw it. He didn't saw it. It would have been like easy 8 wills down. Happens in the glimpse of the battle. He does come back to it. He does get 1, does get 3 villagers. Make it 4? No, that was netly not worth the trade. Like 3 villagers for half your army is not worth it. It's gonna take a long time for these 3 villagers to be worth a shot. So for losing like half your army worth of units. Dutch still making Reuters. Brits still making Dragoons. Marv. Zaran is still making crossbow spikes. And Russia making still threats. Actually, same as the threats, by the way. 60 threats and 22 recruits. Better recruits, by the way. Yeah. They do have very low range, though, so the crossbows can kite them a bit. 2 shipments, 2 heavy cannons, spark cannons coming in. Can be a potent threat against these crossbows. I mean, they are sort of tanky with 187 HP, but cannons will do work against them. Ooh. Fixed gun getting built. A greedy TC as well from the run. I love it. If this fixed gun goes up, it might be very dangerous. Because it's giving them a lot of map control. It's shutting off pretty much the entire side, left side here on the map. An interesting photo by here from Brits actually coming on pretty much the neighbor. It's like the unwanted neighbor from Dutch. Yeah, guard pipe in here as well. I mean, mine as well research, but it's free. 3 ranged. Range tech does sound weird. 3 attack range. There we go. 3 attack range. Does sound better. And the others actually have quite a lot of siege for the fact that they're being a skirmisher. Yeah, keeping all those pikemen, keeping the low. But Dutch again, constantly poking and getting vills left and right. Which make Brits really struggle, only on 50 villagers. And he has 2 town centers, by the way. Zeron is on 56. He did send Victoriosa, which makes his villagers really cheap. 50 food. Yeah, again, this many riders is going to be very hard to kill those. Yeah, constantly being annoying, running everywhere, keeping Brits down. Russian on 64 villagers. 70. A solid mess of Falconets and Coverants. Yeah, just constantly being annoying. A war getting bit also from the run. To wall himself. To wall the enemy in, actually. Like imprisoning him. To make sure they don't get across this line. Doing a few riders, he can allow himself to do so. Wait, is he not seeing it? Those 3 riders get so much value, actually. So they're coming down the way. And look at the score of the run. It's exploding, pretty much. Nassau regiment coming in from Dutch as well. Not sure why you would like this to be in. Because in my opinion, if you want to use the Blue Guard as a musketeer, you have to have the card in H4 which enables your hero to build forts. Because if your fort goes down, you can never ever rebuild those. Big fight happening here. Sorry I missed it. Arbalestas against veteran units and 2 Falconets. And 2 mortars too. Which is not a good trade for him, but with this economy that Zeron has, he can certainly allow himself to do that. 2,000 would getting chipped as well. One thing that's missing, another fighting base here, just behind the wall. So Zeron doesn't have to run, haha, as far for his reinforcements to arrive. Because his reinforcements are pretty much coming from the base, from here. He's stacking a whole ton of resources. A beautiful flank of USF from Dutch here. Getting on top of the Strelets. Reuters being Reuters. Goons trying to snipe at the cavalry. And the Strelets trying their best to focus down the Reuters. Which is an amazing trade for Russia and Brits here. But at this point I don't think that it's gonna matter too much. But they did defend against it. Brits on 58 builds, on 72 is the run. Now getting basilisks. Ah yeah, the unique upgrade for the Covrins, which makes them poison damage. And very little, just 4 damage over time. But it is poison damage. Stacking a whole ton of resources. Like, with this amount of resources, you could, like, maybe H25 with it. Russia on nearly 80 villagers. Dutch adding to 4 with the Tycoon. It's pretty much maxed out in terms of economy. Is that true? Let's have a quick look on how many banks he has. He does have all 7 banks. Oh, he said the church card. He has, like, all 7 banks out. Making triple battle of Hussar. Having a little bit of food shortage. Corbin's trying to get the fixed gun, heavy fixed gun upgraded. Down. And 4 Falconets too. That's a big Falconet mass. So if the Zeron makes Falconets, Corbin's, yep. 5 batch of Corbin's coming out. Amazing trades for Russia. But still H4 units against 3 and H4 eco against H3. H4 has arrived, which I assume we see Guard Hussars first. Better getting shipped. Fencing skill coming in for Russia. Ooh, beautiful volley. Look at that. They got all 3 Covrins down with 1 volley. Beautiful. Which was like one way of Russia getting back. Gonna fight it till the end. The factory nearly arrives. Brits is slowly creeping his way back into the game, while still dealing with Blue Guard and Guard Hussars. How many stats does Blue Guard actually get? Ah, they get hit points per promotion, okay. Squire is getting in from a multi as well, which gonna heavily boost the train time. All the infantry. What other units, yeah. What other units, yeah. Besides artillery. One thing I would have liked if he got the arsenal. Oh, he got the arsenal upgrade, okay. He got the upgrade for his bows for a little more damage. He does not have advanced arsenal right now. But speed is always a nice thing to have, which enables you to kite a little more against Strelets. Because you'd have a 5 range advantage at this point. Yeah, the siege is on, howitzers are here, Covrins here, Arbalestas are there. Even more Arbalestas reinforcing Phenom City. And Russia's sitting stacking a whole ton of resources. He can't spend them because he has... How many blockers does he have? 0 blockhouses! And what's happening from Dutch here Yeah, he just can't spend his resources because he has 0 blockhouses. Yeah, and Brits is still trying to somehow get back into this game. But that did such an amazing job at keeping him little to never come back into it. While Zero-One was abusing the mobility advantage from Dutch to maintain his position in the left to slowly creep his way forward. Because at this point you can never deal with these here. Because fun fact, a depot increases the fire rate for all gunpowder buildings and units. So instead of 3 red fire, it has 2.7. It comes with a risk though, like if it explodes, it's gonna deal quite a lot of damage to everything around it. Oh yeah. Really well done with the halt on the rush. And it was looking very seriously. This was a very tight game. Until maybe till the close end, where they won the map. But all in all, also an insane match to cast. I loved it. Yeah, Marv had the eco advantage there. The very advantage at least. And that's just Russia scaling. That's still one piece. And then he added 3 and his spell count went through the roof. Look at resource gathered. Yeah, look at that. Marv has a race advantage. However, Dutch kept Marv down for a really long time where he could never back into the game. Constant running, constant losing his military. That's when it all fall apart. Look at that. So just through the roof of the economy. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the cast. And I'm gonna see you then in the next one. Bye.